boom, boom. Here we go. Want to know how to read tarot cards for yourself? We are checking in with some tarot tips, a collective tarot read for the global tribe. So let's have fun.
Have your tarot cards out and ready. They look like this to pull your personal card of the day.
And for those of you who are just getting to know us,
I'm Heather.
And I'm David.
From ZenRoseGarden.com,
home of Zen Ed Academy. We built Zen Rose Garden in 2008 to help people through some of the hardest traumas and emotional upsets of life.
So we are locked and loaded to help you guys connect for yourself. And we're bringing you some feel good and support. We got you.
We got you.
Good to go.
We do have a quick offer at the end for those who want more, as well as some free stuff, just to say thank you for hanging out with us. So stick around for that.
In the meantime, go ahead, shuffle your cards. Shuffle your cards. Pull your card. Actually,
I'm shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling.
Pull your card and drop what you got in the comments.
It's hot.
Drop the card that you get. So I talk about spiritual self-reliance a lot. That is our job as teachers, to help you have the most clarity and the most joy you can have no matter what life throws at you. Right? So first I want us all to take a good deep breath through the nose and let it go. And take a second, feel into your body for a second and be right here before we start.
Yes.
Oh, my tea is empty.
Oh, no tea.
Yeah, I have like a little bit left, but it's cold.
That's shitty.
So be thinking about that was a terrible pun, by the way. I have the leprechaun hat on today, so maybe that's the problem. So be thinking about
I'm in TikTok mode today.
You're always in TikTok mode before TikTok was invented. So be thinking about what your card of the day means to you as we give you guys a quick tip. I want to talk about the shuffle.
Every day I'm shuffling.
I'm just learning how to give them time. There's two reasons why we shuffle.
Two reasons for the shuffle.
And this is something that's kind of understood and we don't really even think about it, but there's two reasons why we shuffle. One function of the shuffle is about our control of the shuffling outcome. Mm-hmm. And we all have a different way to shuffle, and readers tend to have a specific way that they develop of shuffling over time. I shuffle 3 times. Sometimes I turn them back and forth, but I shuffle 3 times, cut them 3 times, and then put them back together. And then I'll hand them off to my client to shuffle however they want. And then they give it back to me when they're done.
I personally just shuffle however I want. I usually do the sideways shuffle.
One function is about our control of the shuffling outcome, and the reader has their own way to shuffle, and that's sort of like your way to do it, right? So David has his way, I have my way. He's more random than I am. You would think it would be the opposite. I'm less random when it comes to shuffling. He's like way less structured. Capricorn, Gemini, figure we traded places. But the other function is about surrender. The first function creates a bond between our energy and the cards, however we want to do it. My way is not wrong. David way is not wrong. No, your way is right for you. Yes. Okay. So and it kind of creates a bond between us and the card in the moment, and the cards in the spread. So our energy is in them and we create this sort of emotional bond. And the second function of the shuffle is to introduce kind of an open energy, right? Sort of like what could happen, random energy, like let's leave it open to the universe. So our actions and decisions, or our clients' actions or decisions in how they shuffle, kind of determine the choice of the cards. And that's the beauty of it, because we're not like predetermining how we shuffle and like, marking cards kind of thing. So the second principle is free of our overly controlled control, and it's allowing and more magical. So these two things kind of seem like they're opposites, but they sort of balance each other out. They're like the tarot checks and balances. So when you read in person to strengthen the client's bond with the cards, personally always want the client to be the last word in the shuffle, the last person that touches the cards. So you do your initial shuffle, then you pass it over, then you take it back, and then
I'm already connecting with the client when I'm doing a read. So whether or not I give the cards to the client, whether or not they choose to shuffle or not shuffle, it doesn't really matter. I'm more of the school that I just let more flow and allowance into it. The wrong way to do it.
Which is why I give it to the client to have the last energy put into the cards, but that's just me. So I like it that way. Point is not how you shuffle. That is not what this tip is about. The point is that you have 2 elements in a shuffle that are important. So we're not trying to confuse you with, I do it this way, David does it this way. You shuffle however you want, but you're introducing one element of connecting and sort of a connecting and control of the cards. And then the other one is a surrender, and they sort of work together in harmony.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Time for the collective card of the day. So today's card is the reversed Judgment card.
So Judgment reversed is what I pulled for us today. And it has upside down. The reversals can have a couple of different meanings, but Judgment reversed here, I think, is about the stress of a situation that is being decided on by others. So we're kind of all in that boat together, right? Whether or not things are being done wrong or done right, we're all feeling the stress of how other people that are kind of running the boat are deciding things. So there can be a stress when your outcome is being decided on some level by other people. Reverse Judgment can be about feeling helpless, powerless, or out of control as we kind of wait on decisions that are being made. The situation's kind of out of our hands. So that's kind of the one good thing. Like, I'm just doing my thing, doing my business while I'm waiting for decisions to be made, and I'm going to be adaptable around that. So I think that's
and staying home naked. That's what I'm seeing in the card.
They're not exactly home unless they live outside in a graveyard.
Yes.
So the qualifier that I pulled for it was the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is really fun as a qualifier because the Eight of Wands upright is about fast movement, the movement through the immovable. So no matter what the reverse Judgment says, we're waiting. Something is happening fast. So we are moving through the immovable. So regardless of we're waiting for the decisions outside of ourselves, we are moving through an immovable situation. So we're accomplishing something. It's time to speed in a very fast way towards something better and easier. So Eight of Wands can be about things are happening fast. Things are coming to us fast.
Yep.
So it's exciting, hopeful, and sometimes unexpected. So we like the Eight of Wands a lot together with this card. So it's sort of like the whole point in the shuffling tip is that sometimes things are in our control and sometimes things are out of our control. But when they come together, they create sort of a really nice balance. So if everything in our life is totally in control, that can be a stressor on its own. If everything in our life is out of control, that also can be a stressor. So when you have this combination of cards, it's sort of like something is out of control in our life that we have no control over, and something is in control, which is the whole idea behind the shuffle, where you've got two different elements playing with each other.
Yep. And I don't really like the word control when we're talking about this. I think more guidance, more setting the stage, or more foundation. To me personally, that makes much more sense than control, because you're the one who is leading the reading, but really it's your client that's leading the reading. You're just helping them to connect and helping the cards to connect to their energy.
Right. And I'm not talking about it's a control freak kind of thing. I'm saying that it's just that you have a structure. You have a structure to the way that you shuffle.
Right.
And generally for most readers, there's a structure.
Yep.
It doesn't mean that that's set in stone or you have to do it a certain way.
Right.
But I tend to do the same kind of shuffle over time. Everybody's different. So what is that calling us to do today? So there are individual things that we can do to move things forward in our life. But this is a tribe effort. So the Wands, the Eight of Wands is about a community moving forward, because you've got 8 wands moving very moving very fastly. So the Eight of Wands is powerful for us because it is a group of individual wands moving very fast through immovable obstacles. It's some serious Ganesha kind of energy. So that's
Ganusha. Right. So if you haven't already dropped it, pull a card now, drop it in the comments. If not, if you don't have a deck, pick one out of the imaginary tarot deck in your head, think fast and drop it like it's hot.
So just feel into the card. What is your card saying to you today? And we're going to look at them and drop some insight as we come back. But we do want you to trust your own intuition, to be confident, because that's our job as teachers, to help you be the most badass reader you can be.
Yep. So we do want to take a moment to quickly tell you about that offer to join our online community where our Zen heads hang out and where we, as of a couple years ago, teach all of our courses, including our comprehensive tarot course.
So Zen Ed Academy was an idea that grew from our love of teaching workshops here in Las Vegas since 2008. We saw a change coming in the online space and decided we wanted to create something more.
This is how we can come together, be supported, and support others as a global tribe.
Zen Academy is a fully operational healing center that fits in the palm of your hand. And it didn't just happen overnight. We've been improving it for a while now. Meaningful courses with well-researched information, because I am a research fanatic,
right?
And not just the same copy and paste stuff that is everywhere.
So if you want in, we made it easy to access not just one class, but over 16 seriously deep PhD-backed courses to binge on to your heart's content.
Plus all the lifetime replays. You get it all. So check that out in the description.
Since you guys have watched this far, be sure to check out the goodies we've got for you. Boom, boom, boom. There's a link in the description below if you liked this video.
Hit the like button.
If you want to see more videos like this.
Be sure to subscribe.
And spank the bell.
So you're the first to know.
To turn notifications on. So that you're the first to know when we drop a new video.
Or go live.
Now it's time to check out these videos. We will see you guys in the next video.
We'll see you guys soon.